Well, hello everyone, it's Rick Passek, FlyFish Fanatic, and welcome to my tying bench. Today we're going to tie a bomber Chironomid, fairly large. It's a size 12 Aqua Talon hook, Chironomid hook, so it's quite large. And I use these usually later in the season, but sometimes this pattern in particular can be really good at right at the depths, right down deep, right down right just off the bottom. So so again, Aqua Talon ATH 5700 in a size 12, some Danvilles in rust, some black wire 0.2 mil. It's a bit bigger for this one. If I'd go to the 14s and 16s, I'd go down to 0.1 or the extra small. This is a bronze from the FlyGuys ASB. So I'm going to be using that. And then, like I said, the wire, this, and then for a hot spot, some nice red. This is a Tech Scream. Okay. It's a fairly simple fly. Just going to pull that in a bit. And I tie these with a white bead, and I'll tie them with a black bead with white gills out the front. Tie them two different ways. So, and I do a lot of counterclockwise spinning on these, on any Chironomids that I do. Keep that thread. Keep that thread flat, best as possible. Obviously on a Nano Silk GSP Nano thread, that's easier, but so, and then I'll take a little bit of that ASB. And that 0.2 mil black wire. Like I said, I would normally do 0.1 if this was smaller, a smaller hook. So I'm going to actually tuck this right into the bead, right along the side of the hook, but right into that bead. And then just secure that down all the way down around that corner a little bit. Flatten my thread. As much coverage as you possibly can. You want, right? And then I'll have to go back and forth a few times here to get my taper. And then once I'm close, which get one more little back and forth, and then I'll be happy there. And then I will take my wire first. And the reason I take my wire first is I find it easier for the ASB to follow it. Lock that wire in, helicopter it off, don't cut it. Always leave a sharp edge if you do. And then I just follow that wire right up against that wire. Cut that off. Give that a 2 to 3 turn whip finish. Usually I just use my fingers for this. And then I'll come back in behind it with that tech stream. Get that nice little hot spot at the front. And it's not a big one. Don't go overboard. I do a kind of a yellow camel kind of hot spot as well on these. Just get in there and cut that off. Go. And then I'll take a little bit of my UV resin. In this case, it's the Uphaven clear coat. This is Uphaven just came out with this a few months ago. It's actually guaranteed. It's one of the only ones on the market that's guaranteed, if not the only one on the market that's guaranteed tack free. Get your money back if you find that they doesn't dry. And then my only complaint with it has been the bottle itself. I'm not a fan of the spout. And I spoke to Ben Worley, he's the owner. Spoke to him about it, and they're actually in the process of changing that because it's just too big. Need to get the my preferred would be something like that, the golf one. But we'll see what I'm not sure what he's going to come up with, but it's got to be better than that. That's my only complaint. It does dry tack free though. It's amazing. Now, anytime you're doing a coating, whether it's UV resin or Sally Hansen's or head cement or whatever, it will darken your thread. There's very, very few out there. I have never found one that doesn't alter the thread color slightly. Right? And this one I find is pretty good. So there. So it did darken it ever so slightly, but you get that really nice segmented look with it. Yeah. Now, like I said, this is big. I mean, compared to my finger, right? That's my baby finger. It's pretty big. And normally I would tie these. Like I said, I do tie. I always have 3 or 4 of these, and then 3 or 4 of the 14s and 3 or 4 of the 16s in my box. But just one of my favorite. Not right at ice off, but pretty darn close. So, ready? Hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you did, give her a thumbs up. If you subscribe, thank you. If you haven't, please consider doing so. We are that close. I think we're like 10 members, something like that, subscriptions away from 4,000. I'll be doing a bit of a giveaway at 4,000. So we're like literally, by this time this video comes out, we might already have hit it. So, but yeah. Alrighty. Tie lines, everybody.